Hello, I'm Sean Cockrell. I'm the owner of Pecan Peak Ranch. I want to talk to you a little bit about our beef today. First, let me thank our sponsor, Whataburger. I'm totally kidding. They don't use our beef. Okay, so my beef is for after New Year's. For New Year's Day and beyond, I want to talk to you about a much healthier option. We raise a different type of cattle. We raise Texas Longhorn cattle, which are bred differently. They were the survivors on the Texas frontier. They were not selectively bred for decades like commercial beef cattle have been. Commercial beef cattle are bred to be more docile, much fatter, a whole lot less healthy animal. They live about 8 to 15 years, but really about 12 years, I guess, about average is how long a commercial beef cow would live versus Longhorns live 20 to 25 years, easy, commonly. And but there's also a different, wider range of forage that a Longhorn will eat. So we run them on a free range pasture environment, which is a lot of native pasture, which has many types of forage and grasses, versus commercial beef cattle, which are generally raised on crop and feed. Okay, and but they've been bred year after year to be able to gain weight quickly on highly fertilized crop. Okay, a Longhorn doesn't gain weight like that. They actually gain weight out on native pasture. They eat a wide range of forage, including cactus in the wintertime. I see them eat prickly pear, pull it up, eat it by the root, all different types of grasses. So it's a very different animal that we're raising. To raise our cattle like this, it requires dogs, because you can imagine when our cattle go out to pasture, they're in trees, brush. They're harder to find. They don't want to come when you're ready for them to come, etc. So we use dogs. We use Texas Blue Lacy dogs, very traditional ranching method, where we use the dogs to round up, gather, and move cattle very efficiently. A lot of times you'll see a cattle ranch that's all cleared off. They don't require the same amount of dog power that we do. So that's how we can accomplish this and deliver this product. The result is a higher mineral content and vitamin. Vitamin and mineral content gets depleted by factory farming processes. So a commercial beef cow is basically processed food. I love it. Back to our sponsor here, Whataburger. There's nothing wrong with commercial beef cattle. Our beef is for those that are like me. Blood pressure is rising. Cardiovascular risk is rising. It's very important for men, my age, middle-aged men, to stay active and eat better. Okay, but on New Year's Eve at 2 a.m., this is where I'm going to be. The health difference is pretty drastic. What we are offering is a product of beef that is much higher in vitamin and mineral content. And here's why. Factory farming processes deplete the land, and they also deplete the meat of vitamin and mineral content, because the land is depleted from being monocultured year after year after year, and then the animals eat that. Now you can put petroleum-based fertilizers on top of that to make the animal grow fatter, but the animal's growing fatter without the substance of good meat filled with vitamins and minerals. Okay, so that's the important thing that we're providing here. You'll notice our meat is it's more red, it's richer, it's lower in fat content. There's a specific nutritional advantage to all grass-fed beef. Some of you may be aware of this, some of you not. There's an article here that was from DS Farms, a guy named Doug Garrison, that I found online. So if you want to take a look at this, I have the links below in our description. But basically what Doug did is they raised grass-fed beef. He had it tested at some lab, and I have all these charts. But this is the chart right here that I wanted you to focus on today, and that is the ratio of omega-6 to omega-3 fatty acids. Okay, and there's a lot of details. You can do the research. There's another source here with a gentleman named Peter Molinato that I found here in his blog. And if you scroll down here, you can see that he pretty much came up with the same conclusion. So just focusing on the omega-6 to 3 ratio, our beef is going to be right in that 2-to-1 ratio, which is much lower inflammation. So that's going to lower your inflammation. Feel free to visit our website at pecanpeakranch.com. You can flip over to the beef tab and read about our beef, or you can look at our cows. You can see that we have beautiful cattle. They live wonderful, full lives. And thank you for your time. Visit us, try our beef. Thank you very much.